Hello, good morning children. Children, let us discuss another problem on application of variation to problems involving speed, distance and time. See, look at the question I have written on the board. Suppose a train is 270 meter long. This is the length of the train. Okay? It is running. At what speed it is running? It is running at a speed of 80 km per hour. That means we are given speed of the train, we are given length of the train also. Okay. Look at here, it is given in kilometer per hour and length of the train is given in meter. So what is our first aim? Our first aim should be to convert this into meter per second. The speed of the train must be converted into meter per second. Okay? Then what is the question? How much time will it take to cross a platform? Look at. The train is crossing whom? It is crossing, in this question, the train is crossing a platform. And what is the length of the platform? 130. You see. Look at, in the previous class I have told you, you see platform is a stationary object, okay, and it lies what? It lies horizontal or parallel to the ground. And as I had told you in the previous lesson, when a stationary object lies parallel to the ground or horizontal to the ground, okay, the length of that stationary object is added to the length of the train. We add length of the train and length of the platform to get the total distance traveled. That means when the train will cross the platform, how much distance it will cover? To find that distance, what we have to do? We have to add length of the train and the length of the platform. Because this platform is lying horizontal or parallel to the ground. Okay. So in this question, we have to find how much time it will take. How much time the train will take to cross this platform. Okay, whose length is 130 meter. Now, in order to find the solution, in order to find the time taken, what we will do? You see, first you find how much distance the train will covered or traveled. Distance covered to clear the platform. To clear the platform, or in clearing the platform, how much distance the train will cover. Now it will cover a distance equal to length of the train plus length of the platform. You add the two. It is 270 meter length of train plus 130 meter length of platform. So it will be 400 meter. You see. What does it mean? It means when the train crosses the platform, it will cover a distance equal to 400 meter. Okay, this is the distance traveled. And we do not know what is the time taken. Time taken we do not know. You see. Time taken we do not know. Let the time taken be x seconds, suppose. Suppose the time taken is x second. We have to find the value of x using the concept of what? Variation. Okay. Then what else is given? We are also given the speed at which the train is running. The train is running at a speed of 80 km per hour. That means speed equal to, you see, 80 km per hour. So this 80 km per hour speed must be converted into meter per second, because you see it is given in meter. This is, you have taken it in second. So this must be converted into meter per second. And you know what is the process? You can multiply 80 by 1000. You convert 1 hour into second 36. 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. That means you may multiply 1000 and divide 3600, or the simple rule which I had told you in the last class. To convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, what we will do? We will multiply 5 by 18. This quantity by 5 by 18. So do directly. So 80 into 5 by 18. So that it will be changed into meter per second. You see. Now you got it. Do the cancellation work. Okay. So this is 2. Cancelling 18 by 2, we will get 9. We will get 40 here. 40 into 5 is 200. 200 by 9 meter per second. This is the speed of the train. See, 200 by 9 meter per second is the speed of the train in meter per second. Okay. So if speed of the train is 200 by 9 meter per second, then what is the distance traveled then mean? That means the distance traveled will be 200 by 9 meter and time will be how much? Per second. Per second means 1 second. Okay. Now let us tabulate these values. Okay, let us tabulate these values. So here is the tabulation. See. So here is the tabulation. First, distance in D means distance in meter, and time T in second. Okay. Now see, what is the distance? The distance traveled is 400 here the distance traveled is how much? 200 by 9. And what is the time? Time is 1 second. Okay. Now we have tabulated the values. Okay. So after tabulating the values, first you judge what variation is there between d and t, distance and time. You know what is the variation? The variation is what? We know there is direct variation between, because with increase in distance, time also increases. Okay. So if distance increases, time will increase, or if distance decreases, time will decrease. Hence, there is always direct variation between distance and time. Okay. Now, so what you will write? It is a case of direct variation. Okay. Therefore, you apply the formula x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. Now you put the values and simplify to get the value of what? This x. Okay. So in place of x1, what will we put? 400. y1 is, we do not know x. x2 is 200 by 9, and this is 1. That means it is 200 by 9 only. Okay. Because any number divided by 1 equal to that number. Okay. So what will be x? Now you cross multiply. So x into 200. You know the simplification process. You simplify. X into 200 equal to 9 into 400. So x will be 9 into 400 by 200. And it will be equal to 18 seconds. You see. So x equal to 18 means 18 seconds. So that means the train will take 18 seconds to cross the platform. I hope children you understood how to apply the concept of variation in problems involving speed, distance and time. Okay. So with this I completed the chapter variation in detail. Everything I discussed, I almost completed the chapter. Okay. Let all chapters be completed, then we will discuss problems of exercise. I hope you understood children. Okay. Now after this chapter already I have taught another chapter, that is your square root. We will continue with square root. Let all chapters be completed, then we will discuss problems from different book to make you understand, make you acquainted how to solve problems, to increase your problem solving ability. We will discuss different problems from different reference books. So let all the chapters be over first. Okay. Thank you.